Hello everyone. Today we are here for a group discussion which is organized by the TNP cell of Guru Jambesh University under the Speakathon Club. Our topic for the group discussion is cryptocurrency. Is cryptocurrency having a bright future ahead or it is just a fade? So now I would like to call you all for introduction.
Hello everyone, my name is Sachin Yadav and I'm here to participate in group discussion and I am from electronics third year.
Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Dogra. I am from BTech EC third year and I am here to present my views on the topic cryptocurrency.
Hello everyone, my name is Shagun and I am from Electronics and Communication Department third year and I am here for a group discussion.
Hello everyone, I am Prakash Jha. I am in BTech EC third year. I am here as a part of group discussion.
Cryptocurrency is a currency which exists only electronically and used to buy the goods and services. Now all of you can start.
Yeah, actually, if we take an example of cryptocurrency, it's a decentralized currency. So in this case, government cannot regulate the currency, like the flow of the currency, and government cannot regulate this. So we have the freedom of like it's like our own currency.
At present situation, many people or many users take transaction through user will do transaction through online or without need of any financial institution. And the cryptocurrencies do not have a regulatory body. It is a decentralized currency, so the transaction have a lower fees, and it can be a good alternative for the economically weak country because they have the low value of currency in that country and they have to pay more to other country for the trade. So cryptocurrency have many benefits. At present, many people at cryptocurrency uses cryptocurrency for the investment because they do not intend of the money transaction because they want to be rich in a short time. So they are investing on cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency has its own merits and demerits. I think I'm in favor of merits because despite having some demerits, merits come to overcome all the demerits. While many countries have legalized cryptocurrency such as USA and Canada, but there are some countries which are in opposition of it, such as Vietnam and many more. But I think its secureness is less, but its favor. I mean,
yes, in my opinion, and I am agree with you. In my opinion, as Prakash and Sachin said that cryptocurrency do not require any regulatory body. They said that it is an advantage, but in my opinion, it is not an advantage. It is a disadvantage because everything in this world require a regulatory body. Yeah, let's take an example. Let's take an example. If we lose our cryptocurrency, then we do not able to get it back. But if it have a regulatory body, then we can call we can complain them regarding this, and we can also get some our cryptocurrency back. And this is all from my side.
Yes, but actually, if you see the benefit of this also, like if you take an example of today's world, if the government assume that there is a shortage of cash, they can anytime print more cash and start the printed money in circulation again. But in case of like cryptocurrency, if you take an example of like Bitcoin, Ethereum, these coins are limited in numbers, or those coins who are not in limited numbers, the company burns the half tokens after a while, so they stay in the market, and due to which their value rises. It's like gold is limited, that's why its value is rising. And in this also same case is here.
I think you have said right, but the problem is energy consumed by this cryptocurrency is way much more than than we think. We need a lot amount of energy, and moreover, there are chances of it being misused. such as in terrorist funding and many more things.
Yeah, as you say, the terror funding, the US government and many countries' government, our Indian government are working on that. Like they are finding the solution of that. But and if you take an example of like this, as you said, cryptocurrency mining, the cryptocurrency takes lots of power. So in that case, we can use and many miners use solar energy as their power for crypto mining stations, and wind energy is also used. And after the ban of China banned the cryptocurrency few months earlier. So many miners started using solar and wind energy as their main source of energy for their crypto mines.
In my opinion, cryptocurrency is a very volatile currency, and most of the people face loss because of this volatile value of the currency. In my opinion, cryptocurrency is totally based on the demand and supply process. We do not produce anything with the help of this cryptocurrency. This is a totally digital currency, and and it is very vulnerable to the cyber security, and the hackers can also able to hack this cryptocurrency, and in most of the cases cryptocurrency is the source of payment on the dark web, like on terror funding and on the smuggling cases.
What will happen if we lost the password or something else? Then we don't have any choice what to do. Then is the main problem associated with it.
Aditya, it's like the same as if you buy a gold, like you buy a gold bar and you put in a locker, and you forgot the key of that locker, or the pin. It was a pin protected locker, and you forgot the pin. Then what will you do? So it's
Sachin, we will contact bank. We will contact bank or a regulatory authority. But in case of cryptocurrency, we do not have any regulatory authority. This is the main disadvantage of this cryptocurrency, and it is a highly volatile, as you said, also as you yourself said, it is a very volatile currency, and a regulatory authority controls the whole economic system of a country. But what if we totally shifted our economy on this cryptocurrency? Then there are some chances that our economy one day fall, because it is a very volatile.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Sagun, but cryptocurrency are in the initial stage. The technology is constantly evolving, and if we take the advantage of cryptocurrency, there are many advantages. But if we take the limitation of cryptocurrency have some disadvantage too. But it is in initial stage, and it requires some time to secure or to make more user, and user will definitely feel safe to use cryptocurrency in upcoming days.
yeah, we cannot make it as a primary currency, but we can use in other ways. Like let me give you two examples. You have all have heard the name of Fortnite game. So many people buy the game tokens or like game elements like gun skins or their clothes through the game token, and the token itself is based on blockchain, and it's listed on the crypto market. So it's a crypto coin through which people trade money. And also the many singers you have heard that they do the live concert and people gather around and participate in that. But in case of Fortnite, Lady Gaga presented a live concert with her avatar, like not not in video conference mode or like other. They made an avatar of Lady Gaga, and she performed a live concert in game also. So many players donated their tokens to Lady Gaga and this also. And if you take an example of recent also, as you all know, Facebook announced the metaverse. It's like virtual world. In that world, we can buy stuff. Like if an example, take an example of Snapchat. We have avatars and we can change clothes and do other stuff, change the background. So it's like a small form, but Facebook metaverse is creating its bigger forms. In that we can buy stuff through cryptocurrency because it's based on blockchain, and people can use that cryptocurrency. So it can be used in an alternative method, not as a primary method. And secondly, when we transfer money from, let's suppose, one country to another country, or like one bank account to another, government charges are very high, as you all know. But in case of cryptocurrency, many cryptocurrencies are which don't charge that much of amount. Me personally, I invest in cryptocurrency and I transfer my funds using a cryptocurrency named XRP network, which costs like 0.15 rupees on a per transaction. But if you take an example of a bank or like some other stuff, they charges like around 5 to 10 rupees per transaction. So the rate of transactions are very low in the case of crypto, and the time period between making the transaction is also very low.
I agree with you, Sachin. And cryptocurrency is very beneficial for the economically weak countries, because economically weak countries have lower values of currency, and they have to trade or they have to import the goods from other country, and they have to pay more amount of money to the other country. And if they use cryptocurrency, it will be very beneficial to them and to stable them and to develop their economics and to stable the country. So cryptocurrency is very beneficial for the economically weak countries.
Yeah, we are not saying like use higher like most popular cryptocurrencies which charges more. Those are very volatile. So, like if we take an example of Bitcoin, it's like a gold because it's very in limited amount. Around after I say 2024, it will be vanished. We cannot mine more Bitcoins, so it's limited. We can use it as a gold, but for transaction we can use other cryptocurrencies which aren't that much volatile, and their transaction fees is also low. Like as I say, the Dogecoin you all have heard, we can use that for transactions also. And if I give you a recent example, I visited a cafe in Delhi, and there I made a payment to the cafe owner by transferring the altcoins. Like altcoins are the small coins, so I transferred the Dogecoin to his account and he received the payment. So it can be used as a other mode of payment also.
Sachin, as you said that as you said talk about transaction time, we have alternate of this crypto payment. We have a Visa and Mastercard payment gateways, and in this system we can make around like 25,000, 27. I don't remember the exact number in a second. But if we talk about the cryptocurrency, there are only 5 to second transactions per second. So this is a very slow rate of transaction in comparison to these giants, these payment gateway giant. And if we look at, if we take the case of India, we have a very efficient and a trustworthy, efficient and a trustworthy partner, which is system, which is known as UPI system, and it is regulated by our government, by our Indian government, and it is very fast in comparison to cryptocurrency. And you also talk about the cryptocurrency as a payment, as a payment. But in my opinion, if we use cryptocurrency as a source of payment, and we will bypass all the security procedures set by our government and our law. It will lead to the like terror funding and many more illegal activities in our country.
I think you are right, Saban. Moreover, Government of India has banned the mega giant, which is Bitcoin, in a recent their step. I think government is not in favor of cryptocurrency. So I am with you.
Aditya, let me correct you. The news was like one day published in the evening, and the next day the government came and gave a notice and saying that we are not banning the complete cryptocurrency system. We are only banning the small cryptocurrency through which terrorists are using it as a fund transfer currency. So government is banning only those small coins. And this is actually virtual, or as we say, digital currency. We can use this currency in a digital world, like the Facebook is creating it, as I told you earlier, metaverse and all that stuff.
Sachin, like our Indian government has published a paper, something like paper in which they told us about the bills they are going to introduce in the parliament in the upcoming parliament session, and one of the bill was regarding the cryptocurrency. So the bill was regarding the cryptocurrency. In my opinion, government is planning to ban the private cryptocurrency, and RBI will introduce its separate cryptocurrency, and this will be a very good cryptocurrency because it will be regulated by RBI, not when it was a regulated cryptocurrency, and I am in a favor of that regulated cryptocurrency, but not in the favor of this unregulated cryptocurrency, because in my opinion, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many more cryptocurrency have gained a lot of profit, profit in a very such a small span of time, like in 10 years or 8 to 10 years, their prices is around 500 or 1,000%. You will know yourself because you are investing in that. You will like 500 1,000%, and I think it is a bubble, like that happened in dot-com bubble burst during the 1999 in America, and it will lead to a loss. It will lead to a fall in their share market. In my opinion, rather than instead investing in the cryptocurrency in the crypto market, uh, we have a very good alternative is our share market and BSC and Sensex also, because and it is a regulated market. But in my opinion, crypto market is not a regulated market, and in some cases it is fine that a rich person is regulating that market. You will know yourself that a case of Elon Musk. Elon Musk tweeted about cryptocurrency, and next the price of that cryptocurrency increases, like exponentially increases, and after some time the prices were totally failed. And this is the example of how volatile this currency is.
I agree with you, Sagun, but as we all discussed that the cryptocurrency is in its initial stage and it takes time. So if we ban cryptocurrency totally, so we will not get the benefit of cryptocurrency, because if we give some time to the cryptocurrency or to the cryptocurrency institution or the owner who initialize the cryptocurrency, they will surely develop the cryptocurrency, and it will also give to the government of all country that their citizen will not get any cyber security, or their money will not gain gain in upcoming days.
In many cases, it has been seen that cryptocurrency is have failed, such as in a case of a recent example was there was a series named Squid Game, and cryptocurrency was launched by its name, and many investors have invested in it, but it come to be a great fail, as if the owner of that coin have sell the stocks, and the profit he made flew with him. So cryptocurrency can be very destructive to someone.
Yes. Today, every second company is introducing their cryptocurrency. Like Facebook introduced Libra. Yes, I think it's Libra, and also Ethereum is a new cryptocurrency in the market, and Dogecoin, and as I said, that there is a cryptocurrency of known as Squid Game. So there is a lot of cryptocurrency available in the market. Every second company is introducing its separate cryptocurrency. In my opinion, this will lead to a lot of cryptocurrency in the market, and this can lead to a scam. And yes, this will lead to a scam. This is all from my side.
If we take an example of like crypto stock market, there also many companies have listed their stocks. There is also the many numbers of stocks, and there also scam happens. So it's like in the early stage, it will be developed. And as everyone said, and as Sagun said about the crisis. So if we take an example of gold, when gold was introduced, people were afraid of investing in the gold. Like if we talk to our grandfather or like grandmother, they will tell us that we didn't want to buy the gold. But as after some time, people gained faith in gold and they started investing. And if you take, anyone can regulate gold also. Like if you let me take an example, I'm a billionaire or like a multi-giant. I buy a large amount of gold. its price is going to rise. So it can be also regulated. And secondly, many celebrities are using it as a NFTs. You all have heard of NFTs, and many artists are making their NFTs, like it's like a painting but in a digital form. So I think the crypto can be used in a digital world. That's it from my side.
You all have spoken very well. I agree with you all. Cryptocurrency is very useful because of the blockchain technology it brought. Blockchain technology can be used in the financial sector as well as in the medical sector also. Implementation of blockchain technology can reduce the chances of money laundering, because all the transactions will be connected. So thank you all for your participation.